All right, let's talk about overcoming objections. So, number one, first and foremost, expect objections. They're going to happen. You're going to get objections. Here's the thing. We are not telemarketers. We only call people that have requested information, but they don't know that. So keep this in mind. They get 100 calls a day from every telemarketer in the US and just plan on being mistaken for a telemarketer because it's going to happen. And so what we have to do is set ourselves apart and say things a little differently than a telemarketer would. And if you can get that in soon enough, you can prove yourself as a legitimate call before they hang up. So especially on the older leads. So if you're dialing older leads, you're going to get more objections. If it's newer leads, you'll still get some, but not nearly as many. So you'll hear things like, I already got that taken care of. I just called you to get off the list. Do I really need this? Do you have to come by? Are you calling from the insurance or from my mortgage company? You're going to hear all kinds of things. So one thing you're really going to want to get good at is overcoming objections. And the way that you do that is, number one, you don't freak out. You don't let it be a thing, okay? So if you make it be a thing, it'll be a thing for them. If you don't make it be a thing, then they will realize that it's not a thing. Does that make sense? Okay, let me unpack that for you just a little bit. So if somebody says to you, I didn't request this, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, no problem. This is a Rob Jones famous response. No problem. Okay, calm, collected, very low tone, slow and deliberate. No problem. That's not a problem at all. I just need to come by and get you the information, and then I can close out your file. If you could just say that one thing, you'll overcome some objections automatically. Now, we have scripts for handling all the objections, so I'm not going to go over them right now. I'm just going over the principles behind handling them. When you're in an appointment or when you're on the phone, you've got to get really good at just staying cool, calm, and deliberate. Don't let it get under your skin. Don't let it be a thing, and you just move on. Okay, you give it you acknowledge it, and then you move on. But don't give it enough attention that it makes it become a thing that trips up your presentation or trips up your phone script. So to review, you expect the objections, know that it's going to happen. Okay, in fact, be surprised if you don't get an objection. But get good at walking people through them. If you just keep them talking, keep them on the phone or during a presentation, people say, I want to think about it. All I do is just keep talking. Like, no problem. Yeah, I would probably too. But here's the thing, and and I just keep talking through the presentation a minute or two later. So which one do you feel like would work best? Well, I'm just not sure. I don't know. Okay, yeah, no problem. So I want to make sure I cover this adequately, and then I just don't make it a thing. Okay, I don't push, I don't twist arms. You don't want to be salesy or high pressure, but that's the biggest thing that you can do when handling objections is just don't make it a thing. Bottom line, you're calling them because they wanted some information. You're trying to set up a time to get that information to them, or you're across the table trying to get that information to them. That's it. Everything else is just details. So take that in mind, print out the objections, the scripts on how to handle them, put them on the wall. So when you're dialing, you can just look up and see how to handle whichever objection they say, because 99% of them, there's like 3 or 4 objections, and that'll handle like 99% of your cases. So put them up on the wall, get used to them until you can own them yourself. And before you know it, objections will just not even be a thing. It won't even matter. So anyways, good luck. The biggest thing, take action. Massive action is you will just practice this and you'll get good at it on your own. So massive action is absolutely critical. Don't be afraid. Don't let it hold you back. Don't be nervous about objections. We live in a world, and that's just how it is. And don't make it a thing.